look, it's finally time. I mean, who knows Alex Jones better than Brendan Schaub and Bryan Callen? I mean, us, I guess. But who knows Alex Jones better?
Yeah, who knows Alex Jones better besides everybody?
Yeah. Well, they have a take on the trial, and I wanted to point something out to you. Brendan has bullied Mark Harley to be their permanent other producer now because they need 2 for this high impact show.
But I thought you were trying to be like a big deal. Now you're a producer. You have to pick one.
Well, he's both.
So Alex Jones was on trial. He did say that the attack on Sandy Hook was 100% real, but then now he's ordered to pay $49.3 million to the families.
Here's what's interesting about him. I don't know if you guys know about
It was just about him.
Yeah, close enough.
Almost words.
this about Alex Jones. Even when he was banned, when he got banned from all
It's just tough. It's still pounds.
platforms, even then he was making $800,000 a day.
No,
he wasn't.
I could tell you with 100%, 100% positivity that he was not making $800,000 a day.
Yeah, and my theory, we talked about this before.
This is after YouTube, by the way. He's saying this is after he left YouTube.
After he left YouTube. Now, I am willing to believe that there was probably a day
when he
where
first
Alex
got popped,
Jones,
I think.
yeah, made $800,000 in one day
in his store.
But he's not making it that. I feel like this is one of those things where they saw him do like one example of something and they went, yeah, he was doing that every day.
Yeah,
off his platform.
He's got a lot of money.
But he they're like, oh, because they found out that, oh, you claim you're bankrupt. It's different. Like there's MC Hammer, Donald Trump bankrupt, and Alex Jones bankrupt. And he's like, no, I'm bankrupt. You can't pay this. Yeah. But then they look into the finances, like, oh, Bubba.
Because they had a forensic economist, forensic investigators, and it showed that he has like around 270 mil.
Yeah,
something crazy.
Ballin'.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
That's insane. I mean, he's got money.
I'm not saying that Alex Jones doesn't have money, but that's just a lie, though.
He's got enough money that when he got the $4 million fucking decision against him, me and Royce were like, it sucks, man, but he'd probably be able to cover that at some point. When they hit him with the 45, I was like, oh,
49.
so you just 49. So you just destroyed him then.
Yeah.
You just ruined him.
The face of,
Well, no, 49 because it was 4.
plus.
And then
Okay,
they added the 45, and I was like, well, now you're just trying to kill the man.
Conspiracy theories. Think of how interested people are in all that around the world. And then also think about is with Alex Jones, he's a complicated dude, right? And I've met Alex Jones. He was nice to me. I like him. But if I'm one of those parents and my child was killing that, dude, you think how mad you'd be at him saying it was fake, this was staged, these aren't real.
Okay, but like that here's the thing. That is not legal grounds for me to take all of your money in your house and your life away.
Being wrong is not against the law.
Yeah. We've really turned into this weird coddled nation of pussies where now it's like, he said something that made me mad. I want all of his money.
Fauci's COVID policies were wrong at the beginning and people died because of them. Am I allowed to sue Fauci and get money? Oh, okay. Hey, the people whose parents died in New York, are they allowed to sue the city of New York?
Why would you be allowed to do that?
Because their terrible decisions are why they died.
You can't sue the government.
Oh.
What are you going to do? Take him to court, which is run by the government?
That's a good point.
I would fight him. I would straight up fight him.
But you would fight him. Okay, fine. You'd punch him. You know what? And I even understand. Can I even say this, Brendan? I even understand that mentality of like, I get punching somebody that's doing that shit, right? I'm gonna fucking punch you. But again, it doesn't mean you get to have him never have a job again and take all his money. Those things are different.
Also, $50 million.
49.
So what my thing is that he can afford it.
He
can. Bryan Callen knows.
Well, I mean, his dad's in the CIA. He probably just looked at his bank accounts.
He just logged right in and looked at, just backdoored it. Like he's got it.
He will afford it.
I mean, anyway, how much Bitcoin does he have? Bitcoin's run off a server in the CIA. That's not true, but I'm starting that rumor.
Let's get that going.
Okay.
And then what'll happen?
Okay, and by the way, before I see in the comments, that's not how blockchain works. It's a fucking joke.
Actually,
I was kidding.
Dude,
blockchain weirdos.
by the way, Royce is fucking like criminally like fucking stupid when it comes to like crypto. He doesn't understand like
It's a joke. It's okay.
like
It'll
you
be
shouldn't talk. Duh, but you shouldn't talk about things
Okay.
that you don't understand because you know.
Hey man,
people are gonna-
Andrew Tate's on. Can you leave me alone? Thanks.
I'm watching Andrew Tate,
Thank you.
happen is
who I get
he
all my information
Hmm?
from.
will go on to become even bigger.
I don't know if he
Yeah.
gets bigger.
What do
Yeah,
you
that
think?
might have been the height. I don't know if he gets bigger.
Because clearly he lied on the stand. He perjured himself. You can see it. Did you see
Something with
that?
the-
Where the,
Yeah,
where
did you
the
see that?
lawyer said you
Messages
gave
from-
us 2 years. Your lawyer gave us 2 years.
But you see the lawyer fucked up and accidentally sent their
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he just said, Brennan.
But did you
instead
see?
of
Did you see how he repeated what Brian said?
yeah,
though?
instead of you just talking over
Instead
me,
of
if you
just
were to let
talking
me,
over him.
if I could just get
Just
where
get one. Dude, he does that though.
to everybody.
It's like stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the
2 years of it.
prosecution?
Yes. 2
Which
years
they
of
can
it.
use.
Yeah. To the other lawyers. Yeah.
That's fishy,
On
right?
purpose?
No, on accident.
On purpose. I'm sorry, but there's no way in the world. By the way, shut up, Mark Harley.
And stop saying on accident. It's by accident.
Yeah. Okay. It was. This was done 100% on purpose. This wasn't an accident.
It looks
what
on
he says.
purpose. I got skeptical.
Me too.
Hippo.
When I read them, I'm like, oh,
Thank you, Brian.
clearly.
It looks like the
clearly
lawyer
somebody-
hated Alex Jones.
Can one of you talk and then the other one talks and then the other one talks and then the other one talks?
Yeah, honestly, if I wanted to hear this stuff, I would go on one of fucking Pessy's Friday night streams.
Or someone paid him off easily.
Yeah, there's like multiple charges. So this is like one of them. He has like 3 more or something he has to go in court with. So who knows how much he's going to owe in the very end.
What's weird is like, so I don't mean to interrupt
Yeah,
you.
no.
Yes,
weird-
you do.
Oh
you
my
do.
God. I don't mean to do
But
it.
no,
I
Mark,
just do
the
it.
thing is
and-
that
but I was
no, but
saying
he
it
is
just-
interrupting him. It's
yeah,
actually happening right now. He's interrupting him.
You could just
It's
bring-
like every time he talks.
just call
you guys-
Crystalia.
look,
Hey,
look,
Mark,
you guys.
call Crystalia. I'm out of here. Get Will Sasso in
That's
here. I'm
okay. I'll call Theo Vaughn.
done. Dude, can Mark Harley please get Bryan Callen on steroids so that Bryan Callen fucking snaps on Brendan Schaub one day? Stop fucking interrupting me! Starts punching holes in those plasterboard walls. He's gonna punch a hole where you can see through to the Trash Tuesdays
I was gonna make that
podcast.
joke. and then the other side of it,
And they're doing it?
So anyway, the guy was so cute. Boom.
And you just see Esther's face pop and go, wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
And Andy Letterman's like, oh no, toxic masculinity, am I right? I used to fuck Kurt Metzger.
And then Anthony Jessel's like, that Norm Macdonald's a real piece of shit. Untalented hack.
Yeah. Now that it's safe.
Yeah.
He is definitely dead though, right? Okay, yeah, I never liked that guy.
Obviously, Rogan defends Alex Jones, but Rogan does
Obviously, Rogan defends Alex Jones.
say, yeah, he made a mistake. He makes a lot of mistakes, but he's got a lot of things right. He's like, that's the problem.
A broken
And-
clock is right twice a day.
Wow, that's brilliant. That's a good.
First
fucking-
off,
you should-
a broken clock would imply that Alex Jones has only been right twice. Alex Jones has been right more than 2 times, Brian. And now, that's a very good point. What a stupid, dumb, old analogy, huh?
Right. You could. That's what would be the
Like he,
expression.
like he was talking, but yeah, yes and no, right? Because if
No, yes and no. A broken clock is right twice a day. It's not yes and no. There's not yes and no to that. It is. That's the way it works.
you're saying, with his stuff, like he was talking about Epstein Island 10 years ago. He's like, oh, there's an island where they go and they have famous people go there, then compromise and have them hook up with underage girls. And it's
Can you
like
see
you're
if you
out of
can
your.
Find that. That's probably true, right?
Can you see if you could find that?
It's probably
Not on
true.
YouTube. Yeah, if I go to band.tv, I'll find it.
No, that's true. No, I'm telling you. Yeah, Rogan brought it up.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
Rogan
I
goes,
remember.
you need to have someone create a clip of all the shit you got right throughout all the.
People have done that, and then they get banned from social media for sharing it.
because people like you think he shouldn't be allowed to talk.
I will clip. I'll clip something for the show. Like for example, I make fun of Brendan Schaub, whatever. The clip does really well. Anytime I clip an Alex Jones thing, it's nobody sees it. It's completely shadow banned. It does not pop up anybody's thing. It just doesn't show up.
The years.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you got more right than you've gotten wrong. But the stuff he's gotten wrong, he's gotten wrong.
No, that's interesting. I do think that that's probably one of the reasons he's so fucking successful, because
Oh, there wouldn't be if he was wrong all the time.
Yeah.
He can only be wrong.
Did you
when
hear
wrong
the
for people.
fucking
I,
disdain in his voice when he said he's so fucking successful?
Well, yeah, I know, and they're mad. And here's what I'm saying here. Look, this is my analysis. I could be wrong, and you guys tell me yours is different. But what I'm seeing here is two guys that actually want to rip into Alex Jones, but are not doing it because Alex Jones is friends with Rogan. That's the vibe. By the way, I don't even think Schaub so much. Honestly, to Schaub's credit, I don't even. Callen is where I'm getting that vibe from the most, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're out,
Schaub
dude.
is just
No,
an
he's got
idiot.
Yeah.
some very strong followers, and I'm not. I have to be careful about
By
criticizing.
the way,
'cause I
nice
don't-
pants. This is he's dressed like one of those fucking hobo like turn of the century
Oh
clowns.
God, yeah, you're right.
Who
I
was
just saw them.
was it Picasso that painted clowns for a while?
Yeah, that was
He looks like a Picasso clown.
Sad clown.
Those are Picasso clown pants. I fucking hate him so much.
He's the way a clown would dress in a Cirque du Soleil show, like one of those hobo clowns.
An old sad French
Yes.
clown.
I am just a merchant from this town.
And you're about as funny as an old sad French clown.
Yeah, seriously.
So it works.
People go, all right, we're out, dude.
No, he's got some very strong followers, and I'm not. I have to be careful about criticizing because I don't know enough about what I don't follow him.
I
So
like
don't
Alex
know.
Jones. I hate his Sandy Hook.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
That's
yeah,
what- that's where
Because
the
I have
lost-
kids.
What a maverick.
That's where I
So
lost.
with those parents, I'm like, yeah, pay them.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah, with those parents, yeah, pay them. No, you absolutely. Here's the problem. It's the implications on freedom of speech and what you're allowed to say and what you're not to be right. I'm not saying that Alex Jones was right about Sandy Hook. Not at all. But what I am saying is that he should be allowed to be wrong about Sandy Hook without having to pay $49 million.
That
parents, I'm like, yeah, pay them.
Yeah.
But then go back to work.
Yeah.
Because I like his work. So
You notice something? Then go back to work. Okay, at $49 million, he's got that on. I'm sure that's what you believe. But here's the other thing. You want to notice something funny? You notice that. Remember that guy that went into the Comet Ping Pong Pizza that was going to shoot the place up and all that stuff? You kind of notice that story kind of came and went real fast, and they kind of let it go, and there wasn't an international incident like the Sandy Hook thing.
But you think they'd want to milk that one.
Right, but the problem is that do you really want people looking into that one? Do you really want people to look into it?
You mean the shooting where the guy walked into Comet Ping Pong and one bullet went off and it didn't hit anybody, but it did somehow miraculously hit a hard drive in the computer that was in the office?
That's weird.
That is
Yeah,
really strange.
that one.
But again, we don't want to look into that one.
it's interesting.
That's where
The ghost.
he lost. Me
I think
with
you
that.
need. I think you need people like Alex Jones. I think you need outliers. I think people that push against the fringe. I think he's great. And
But you also think you should pay $49 million for being wrong.
Yeah. I think we should have people like this, but I also think that we should take their livelihoods away so we never have people like this.
and you're the face of it. Of course, he's making money.
I feel like he's entertaining. I just think that people who lend a voice to misinformation and malinformation and disinformation are the problem.
Yeah, of course. CIA, Brian.
CIA Bryan Callen. Misinformation, who lend their platform to misinformation. You are the victim of misinformation. Somebody accused you of fucking rape. All right, man? So why don't you just fucking relax a little bit, Brian, and become a little bit more aware. Understand that it always starts with people like Alex Jones. And before you know it, something you said 10 years ago is going to come and bite you on the ass, right? And then you're going to go, oh, man, this is so fucked up, but I'm not Alex Jones. Yeah, when they banned Alex off of every platform, it was just Alex Jones. Maybe Andrew Anglin before him, but that's about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was like, yeah, but he's a piece of shit, but he sucks. And then they started fucking banning normies and fucking people that were just posting kind of spicy memes, but nothing bad, because that's where it goes. Because nobody ever fights when they start this. Nobody ever fights because it's easy to say get rid of Alex Jones.
And now you can't even say the word laptop on Twitter.
No.
What if I'm trying to sell a laptop?
Mm-hmm.